Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into something kind of wild, mental chemistry.
Love this topic.
We're going to be digging into Charles F. Hannell's Mental Chemistry, that book,
Classic.
plus a bunch of other cool stuff, really getting into this idea that our thoughts, they actually shape our world.
It's a powerful concept, that's for sure.
And thankfully we have our expert speaker here to help us connect all the dots.
Happy to be here. And, this isn't just some new age thing. People have been fascinated by this idea for centuries.
Right. So what is mental chemistry? Sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Well, Haenel takes, the principles of chemistry, a real sciencey science,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
kind of applies it to our thoughts, like mixing chemicals to get specific reactions. He says that our thought patterns, they create predictable outcomes in our lives.
Whoa, okay, so we're mixing thoughts in our heads instead of chemicals in beakers.
Basically. He even calls thought the universal chemist. It's all about the recipe. Certain thought combinations lead to certain results.
Okay, so this is ringing some bells like what you think about, you bring about, that whole law of attraction thing.
Absolutely. It's all connected. Haenel's just going deeper into how it might actually work, like our thoughts are a type of energy shaping our reality.
So there's an actual energy exchange happening.
Hey,
I gotta admit, this is a lot to process.
it's big stuff. Think of it like building a skyscraper, right? First, you have the idea, then blueprints, then bam, a building. Our goals, relationships, they might work the same way, starting with thoughts.
I can see that. But then why doesn't everyone have everything they want all the time if it's just thinking about it?
Right. If it were that simple, we'd all be on yachts. But that's where the conscious and subconscious minds come in, a huge part of what Hanel talks about.
Right, like a gardener and the soil. Got to get that soil right for anything to grow, even with the best seeds.
Exactly. You could be trying to plant positivity, but if there's negativity or limiting beliefs in your subconscious, good luck getting those positive thoughts to bloom.
So it's like trying to, I don't know, grow a prize-winning rose in a desert or
That's
something. You need the right environment, inside and out. It's kind of freaky how much our subconscious affects us without us even realizing it.
Totally. It's like this powerful river flowing beneath. You see the surface, but there's so much more influencing its direction. Our subconscious, it's shaped by our past, beliefs we've picked up. It's wild.
Like when people are afraid of, say, dogs, but they don't remember ever being bitten.
Exactly. It could be something from childhood, something they saw, a belief passed down, all tucked away in the subconscious. Phobias, anxiety, they often stem from these hidden beliefs. It's like an iceberg. The tip is all we consciously see.
Wow, okay. So how do we even start to change those deep-seated things? Seems impossible, like redirecting a river.
It's a process, that's for sure, not a quick fix. But Haenel, he was big on something called autosuggestion, basically, reprogramming the subconscious.
Like affirmations and stuff. Writing down "I am confident" a million times.
That's the idea. By repeatedly focusing on those positive statements, we might actually overwrite the old, unhelpful patterns.
Hmm. It's like, I guess, learning an instrument, right? Takes effort at first, but then your fingers just know what to do.
Exactly. The subconscious, it's always learning. So we can train it, teach it to play a new tune, create a new reality for ourselves.
Okay, this is getting kind of practical. I like it. But I'm guessing it's not as easy as just, thinking good thoughts and poof, life is perfect. If only.
Right. It's more like building a muscle, got to put in the work, challenge those old habits. That's often the toughest part.
So it's about choosing what we think about. We have more control than we realize.
Exactly. We become aware of our mental habits. Like, what are we focused on? Are we telling ourselves helpful stories? And if not, can we shift them?
Makes sense? Okay, so if our thoughts are always sending out these vibes, like Hannell says, we're basically creating a frequency that attracts certain experiences.
Love that analogy. We're like walking, talking radio towers, want more joy or love. Got to tune into that frequency.
So less about wishing and hoping, and more about aligning our thoughts with what we want to experience.
You got it. It's about creating a match.
But how do we even know what we're really thinking deep down? We're not aware of every single thought.
True, but Hanel says look for clues. Our emotions, how we react to things, the patterns in our lives, they tell a story.
Like, if someone's always worried about money, even if they're doing okay, they might actually be attracting more money problems.
Precisely. Or let's say someone's always complaining about being single.
Yeah.
Maybe deep down there's this belief that they're not lovable, and that's pushing people away. Our thoughts are powerful.
That's both kind of scary and super empowering at the same time. So step one is just noticing these patterns.
Absolutely. We become detectives of our own minds. What are those recurring thoughts, and what might we be attracting into our lives because of them? It's wild, right? This whole mental chemistry thing, how our thoughts, they can actually like do stuff in the real world.
Totally. It's like science is finally catching up to what, like, ancient wisdom has been saying forever.
Right. And now we've got research to back it up.
Speaking of which, what about that mind-body connection? Hodel talks about that too, right?
Big time. We're learning how connected they really are. Like chronic stress, all those negative thought loops, they can mess you up physically.
Yeah, like when you're so stressed, you literally feel sick. Your body's like, whoa, what's going on up there?
Exactly. Hanel, he compares the body to a humming hive, all these cells working, and the brain's the conductor.
Ooh, I like that.
So if our thoughts are all over the place, fear, self-criticism, it's like the music's going to be a mess, the body can't keep up.
It's like we're telling our bodies to be on high alert 24/7 even when there's nothing actually chasing us.
Right. That's exhausting. No wonder people burn out. It's like running a machine at max speed constantly. Something's going to break.
Makes me rethink that whole hustle harder mentality. Maybe chilling out is just as important as, crushing it all the time.
Totally. Hanel was big on finding that balance. Like imagine filling your mind with peace, self-love. That's got to do wonders for your body too, right?
Like, have you heard of the placebo effect? People getting better just because they believe a treatment will work, even if it's fake?
It's incredible. Shows you the power of belief. If you think you'll heal, your body's more likely to follow suit.
Whoa. So our thoughts aren't just impacting, like, our moods, they're impacting our cells too.
Yep. And on the flip side, if it's all doom and gloom up there, don't be surprised if your body starts matching that tune.
So this mental chemistry stuff, it's not just some self-help trend, it's like actual healthcare.
Exactly. Hanel was all about that holistic vibe, taking care of your mind, body, the whole package. And that's becoming more and more mainstream now.
Oh, for sure. Holistic health is everywhere. We're realizing we're not just a bunch of separate parts, it all works together.
Exactly. And medicine's catching on too. Instead of just fixing symptoms, they're looking at the root causes, which, let's be real, are often in our heads.
Crazy how it all connects.
Yeah.
But Hanel wasn't the first to make this mind-body link, was he? This has been around forever, right?
Oh, yeah. He was inspired by tons of thinkers, ancient traditions, philosophers. They've been onto this for ages. Like, think about Plato.
Oh, right. Didn't he believe that our world was just like a reflection of some deeper world of like perfect ideas?
Spot on. He thought true knowledge came from understanding those ideas, those forms, not just the physical stuff we see.
So like looking past the surface to see the thought or the energy that created it.
Exactly. And that idea is everywhere. Mystics, philosophers, even like you said, modern physics is pointing towards that. The universe isn't just stuff, it's energy, it's information, it's all connected.
Mind officially blown. So it's like our thoughts are these tiny sparks of energy that are part of this huge interconnected web.
That's the idea. And the more aware we become of that, the more we can consciously create the reality we want.
Okay, that sounds amazing, but like how do you actually become aware of all those hidden thoughts and beliefs? They're hidden for a reason, right?
It's tricky for sure. It takes practice. It's all about cultivating self-awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts, your feelings, but, and this is key, no judgment.
So just notice them, like, oh, there's that thought again, but don't freak out about it.
Yeah, like shining a light on those dusty corners of your mind. Just observe what's there.
But what if we don't like what we find? What if it's all like negative self-talk and limiting beliefs?
That's where self-compassion comes in. We've got to be kind to ourselves, right? We all pick up these beliefs along the way. It doesn't mean they define us.
So it's less about beating ourselves up for having these thoughts and more about just acknowledging them and then choosing to like let them go.
Exactly. We're allowed to evolve. It's like weeding a garden, pulling out the stuff that's not helping us grow anymore.
Love that analogy. But just like weeding, I imagine this mental decluttering, it takes time, right?
For sure. It's a lifelong journey. Be kind to yourself. Celebrate the wins along the way.
Okay, good to know. So we're cultivating self-awareness, we're practicing self-compassion, we're being patient. Anything else that can help us along the way?
Hanel, he was big on finding your people. Like-minded friends, mentors, people who get it. You don't have to do this alone.
It's like having a gardening club for your mind. You can swap tips, share what works, encourage each other.
Totally. We can learn so much from each other.
So much less intimidating than going it alone. But all this talk about personal transformation, what about, can our thoughts actually influence other people directly?
That's a great question. And it brings us right back to that whole vibration thing, remember? We were talking about radio waves.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I think I see where you're going with this.
Just like a radio tower sending out signals, our thoughts and emotions, they're sending out vibes too, and other people, they're picking them up, consciously or not.
So if someone's like radiating negativity, even if they don't say anything, people around them can feel it.
Exactly. Our energy, it's contagious. It's like we're creating this invisible field that can either lift people up or kind of bring them down.
You know what? That explains so much. Like sometimes you walk into a room and you can just feel the energy, whether it's good or bad. It's like we're picking up on everyone's collective vibe.
100%. It shows just how connected we all are. It's not just about protecting ourselves from negativity. It's also about being mindful of what we're putting out there.
Right. Our energy impacts everyone. It's kind of a big responsibility when you think about it that way.
It is. It's about consciously choosing to cultivate a more positive state of mind, not just for ourselves, but for the people around us. We can be that positive ripple.
I love that. But okay, so we're sending out vibes, we're affecting each other, but where does action fit into all of this? If we're too busy meditating on positive thoughts, nothing's actually getting done, right?
Great point. Hanel wouldn't want us all to just sit around and think about a better world. We got to do something too, right?
Right. Like, I can't just visualize a clean house. I got to actually pick up a mop at some point.
Exactly. Thinking and doing, they go hand in hand. You want abundance, great. Visualize it, sure, but also take action. Look for opportunities, make a budget.
That's like our thoughts set the intention and our actions give it that. Like, push, it needs to manifest.
Exactly. Align, thought, and action. That's the magic formula.
So it's about changing our behaviors and habits to match the reality we want.
You got it. It's about embodying the qualities you want to see. Walking the talk, not just talking the talk.
Love that. Walking our talk.
Yeah.
Because, action speaks so much louder than words, right?
Yeah,
And this isn't about, like, overnight transformation. It's a process.
totally. Be patient with yourself, one step at a time.
So, like, even small actions count. A phone call, sending an email, just got to keep moving.
Exactly. It's about consistently showing up, even when it's hard, even when you're scared. That's where the magic happens.
It's about trusting that those small steps will lead you where you need to be.
Trust the process.
Yeah.
And honestly, the journey, it's just as important as the destination. That's where we grow the most.
This is so powerful.
Yeah.
It's like you said, we're not just passive bystanders in our own lives. We have way more power than we realize.
And it all starts with that little 3-pound universe between our ears. By choosing our thoughts, taking action, we really can create incredible lives.
I am feeling seriously inspired right now. This has been such a great conversation. This whole deep dive into the power of thought, it's mind-blowing. But before we get too carried away, let's take a second to process everything.
Yeah, for sure. Lots to unpack here.
All this talk about thoughts impacting the world, it reminds me of something I read once, the 100th monkey effect.
Yeah.
Ever heard of that?
Oh, yeah, classic example. How an idea spreads like wildfire once it hits a certain point.
Right. It was about these monkeys on an island. And one of them, he figures out how to wash his sweet potatoes before eating them.
Smart monkey, getting all that dirt off.
Exactly. So this one monkey starts it, then others copy him, and boom, the whole island's doing it. But here's the wild part. Monkeys on other islands, totally separate, they start washing their potatoes too, around the same time.
Like the idea itself, it kind of jumped the ocean or something. Spooky. Makes you think.
Right, like some kind of collective learning thing.
Yeah.
Once that idea reached a tipping point, boom, it just pops up everywhere.
Really makes you wonder what we're all connected to, beyond what we can see.
Totally. Like we're all part of this giant mind web. And what we do, even just thinking, it sends ripples out, maybe even affecting the whole planet.
It's a powerful image, right? Like
Yeah.
with great mental power comes great responsibility and all that.
Exactly. So it's not enough to just like work on ourselves. We got to be careful what we're putting out there, what we're feeding into that big collective mind.
100%. Personal growth, it has a ripple effect. Like your positive vibes, they don't just stay in your bubble.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. But I got to be honest, it's a little intimidating. Like, can I really change the world with my thoughts? Where do I even start?
But you already are. It starts with you. The more you cultivate that inner peace, that positive energy, it's like you're adding to the world's good vibes, even in a small way.
Like that quote, be the change you wish to see.
Yes. It's not just a cute saying, it's how it works. You embody kindness, compassion, all that good stuff. That's what you radiate outwards.
Makes me think about like Group meditation, prayer circles, all those people focusing on a common goal, sending out that energy.
Totally. Like we're all tuning into the same radio station, making that signal stronger. Enough people do it. Who knows what's possible?
So we might feel small on our own, but together, our thoughts, they have this power to create real change.
Exactly. We're not alone in this. We're all connected. And when we work together, imagine the kind of world we could create.
This has been incredible, truly a deep dive. My mind is blown wide open. This idea that our thoughts, they're not just thoughts, they're creating our reality. It's a lot to take in.
It is. But it's a hopeful message, you know? We're not just along for the ride. We're the ones holding the steering wheel.
Exactly. So before we go, any last words of wisdom for our listeners? What's the one thing you hope they take away from all of this?
Your mind is powerful. Don't underestimate it. Choose your thoughts carefully because they matter. They matter for you and they matter for the world around you.
So well said. To our amazing listeners, remember, you are powerful beyond measure. Choose those thoughts wisely, take action, and never, ever underestimate the incredible power of your own mind. Until next time, keep exploring and keep shining bright.
Couldn't have said it better myself. See you next time.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. It would be a great source of help to maintain and develop this channel and the correlated website. This book overview was presented to you by olbooksummary.com. Are you interested in more insights into personal development books or motivational and inspirational books? Please visit olbooksummary.com and you will find a library of the most helpful self-development and human character development books overviews. See you soon with the next books overview video.